Hello, friends. This was really a great thing for me to be live and especially to here to teach you the poem, Leave This Chanting and Singing by Rabindranath Tagore. This was really a beautiful poem. Every Indian should feel proud that a Nobel laureate, the man who brought prize to India, and it was a very prestigious thing for every Indian on that very very Indian in the sense that by culture, by thought, by tradition, by living style, that is Rabindranath who brought the Nobel Prize for India, and that is for Gitanjali, the book in which he uh, wrote these poems. The collection of the book is called uh, Gitanjali, and this book has won Nobel Prize. Now, the important thing about this poem is that the Tagore is trying to appeal a rationality, a logical thinking, and a very scientific attitude towards the nature. Then, what is the nature? Nature has to be understood as a science. Nature is its logic. Nature is something which is a discovery for you. So you have to discover what is the knowledge, what is the information, how logical things were in the nature. I do remember William Wordsworth, who was the founder of Romantic philosophy in the English literature, who said that nature is everything. Nature is thy God, nature is thy nurse, nature is thy teacher, nature is everything. That's all. However, Tagore has observed that Indian society, Indian people, because of illiteracy, because of illiteracy, they are they are following lots of superstitions, lots of blind beliefs, and as a result of that, Tagore want to wash their brain with his views, and these views are reflected in this poem. In fact, this poem is an appeal to every Indian. You can widen the range of appeal, no problem. This those who will read the poem will naturally get the appeal, but especially for the Indians, this poem is a very by heart touching, uh, that will struck your memory and struck your not in memory, struck your thought that what you should do and what you should not. So I will just read out the poem by line, and then we will talk about. And as the title itself, leave this chanting. Leave means just to skip it, leave it, or to stop it. So leave this chanting and singing. What chanting and what singing? It's a chanting and singing of the religious spells. So these religious scriptures, these spells that you are uh, pronouncing at the moment of any of the rites and rituals that can be performed at either at the public level or at the uh, personal level or at the family level. So Tagore is very plain and straightforward. His intentions are very clear in the very first line that leave this chanting and singing. So stop it. Don't sing these religious sayings or these religious spells. So stop it. That was the very first appeal. And the second important thing is that, and telling of beads, whom dost thou worship in this lonely dark corner of temple with doors all shut? So whom do you? Whom does thou? Thou means these are old English words which right now means you. So whom do you worship in this lonely, dark corner of a temple. So how is the temple? Temple is dark. Now see, if is there any knowledge, that means the symbol of light. But here, the Tagore is referring temple with the darkness. So temple, whom do you refer? Whom do you worship? Worship means to follow or to respect or to surrender. Whom are you surrendering? Surrendering. So whom are you worshipping? With doors all shut, these lonely dark corners of the temple. How is the temple? Lonely? It's lonely that these temples are most of the Indian temples right now they are located in villages also at the center of village. But once upon a time, these temples are located either on hills or in valleys, so they are alone. So Tagore is very clear, and he said that these temples are lonely, dark corner of a temple with doors all shut. So whose doors are shut? Shut in what sense? Doers all shut means the very basic, the crux of this phrase, doers all shut. Sorry, it simply means that you don't have access. That you can enter into the temple, but temple is made out of stone, and even the God is also made up out of stones. So how does the God will listen you? So how will you access to that divine power that you are thinking that it was there in that statue made up of stones? So the doors are shut. That either you can't access to the God because this was not the place, this was not the right place, or you can say a statue where you can worship. So what is the right place then? If Tagore is rejecting that, okay, the temple is the dark, lonely corners, and this was not the place to be worshipped, then what is the right place to be worshipped? So that Tagore has to be indicated. And in the next upcoming lines, Tagore is very clear and saying very straightforward that what is it? What are the places where you can worship? So I will just read out some next lines. He said, "Open thine eyes and see thy God is not before thee." So Tagore said, "Open thy eyes," means it's not only a physical eye; it means your mental eyes. It means awareness, that scientific thinking, that logical thinking, that your ability to think rationally, your natural birthright to learn the things, to ask the questions why. If somebody asks you to do something, then you should ask him why and how. So this why asking you, or why is the very basic questions that gives you an impetus to learn so many things. It was the beginning to know the world. So kids many times do ask the questions, such a ridiculous questions, you can say so, but these are not ridiculous questions. These are the curious questions coming out of their natural curiosity, and we elder people are rebuking them, are asking them, stop such a rubbish questions, stop such a ridiculous questions, go and get out to play. You are not supposed to ask such questions. Go and just play and enjoy the life, and that's all. So here Tagore is trying to show a very basic instinct that you should open your eyes, open your logical thinking, open your intellect, because intellect is the only special quality that human beings have in a very ample, what you can say, in a share, or you can say quantity. There were many other animals. Monkeys were there, dogs were there, buffaloes were there, cows were there, donkeys were there, elephant was there. But human beings are superior to them. Why? Because we can't jump like monkey, and we can't move the loads which can be moved by an elephant. so that we can't compete with these animals by their physical power. We can't run with the speed as a cheetah or the lion runs. So we don't have that much muscle power. We don't have that much uh, jumping tides, or that wings to fly just like a bird. So we can do all these things. We can compete with them as far as their skill is concerned, but we can compete with them with our only ability, that is intellect, that is thinking ability, that is the scientific temper. And only human being can do it. No other animal in this world can do it. And that is what makes human beings a very special. And therefore, it was a responsibility of every human being to make this convenient, better world, not only for humans but for other animals also. So it was a very feeling that this world is for everyone, every animal, and even non-animal, even the non-living things are also there. So it's what you can say, a complementary life. So Tagore is very clear in saying that open thy eyes and see thy God. See thy God. To whom are you worshipping? If you entered into the temple and praying for something, demanding something to him, expressing your wills or wishes, that has to be fulfilled by this, that you are supposed to be. That you are expecting that this God, this statue made out of stone will fulfill it. So here he's saying, open thy eyes and see thy God is not there before you. Because what is before you is the statue. It was made by some of the sculpturists, some of the artists. And so, how can you say that there was a God? This was just a statue, but you thought that this was God. So, wherever you are unable to understand that this mighty power of this creator, the creator of this world, you thought that okay, it was there in this temple, in this statue, and you thought that this is everything, this is almighty. But it was your problem that you are unable to discover each and every secret of the creation of this world, and therefore you thought that okay, this was the magic of God. I would like to give you an example. When a scientist Copernicus said that Earth is the center of this universe, and all other planets are moving around it, and it was written in the Bible. So the old Christianity, the one of the biggest religion in the world, to believe that uh, the Earth is the center and all other planets, including the Sun, Jupiter, Mars, Saturn, and everything, are moving around the Earth. But then we have Galileo with certain new innovation, and he said that okay, that is not the truth, though it was written in Bible. So he said that the Sun is the center, and all other planets are moving around the Sun. So, so this religious truth, which was written in Bible, was rejected by Galileo, and initially he faced so many problems that it was not accepted by churches and the authorities of the churches. But later on, they have to accept it because that was the truth. Any truth that you can think that this was the temporary one. It is truth, no problem, but this was a temporary truth. Later on, you can modify it. Any hypothesis in this world or any statement in this world has to be checked again and again and again till you reach up to the universal truth. So once it becomes a universal truth, then you can't challenge it because that was a universal truth. Wherever you can go, whatever may be the time, the truth will remain the same. So that was the universal truth. But so many times we understood that the truth is truth, and there is no further extension to that. We can't research it. We can't re-verify it. So searching the truth, whether it's still the same, or does it change? To be showing your minds your sense of understanding and knowledge. In the next line, he said, He is there where the tiller is stealing. Now he is telling you, if the God was not there, open thy eyes and your God was not there, then where is God? Now here you got the answer. He is there. He means the God is there where the tiller is stealing. Tiller means the man who is breaking the stones. He's stealing the stones or in order to make the roads. So where he is there, the God is there, where the tiller is stealing the hard ground and where the path makers is breaking stones. So tilling land means cultivating the land. Land. It's only farmer can do it. So farmer was working hard on his farm. He was tilling the land. He was cultivating the land. Somebody was breaking the stones to make the paths. Path means the road. So God was there. Why? Because he was working hard. Those who are not working hard, God will not be there. So temple is not the right place. The God is always along with the people who are working hard. It can be the people who were tilling the lands or those who were breaking the stones. And he said in the next lines, he is with them in sun and shower, and his garment is covered with dust. So how is he? He is there in sun and shower. So means whatever will the situation, either it can be the summer or it can be a winter or it can be a rainy season, but or in any season. So he is saying throughout the whole year, at every moment he was there along with them. And how is he? What is his clothes? And his garment is covered with dust. And so how he is giving you the garment, and this garment is dust. So these clothes that you are wearing, these are artificial clothes. It's man-made clothes. But this God who was there to support these farmers, these land tillers, and these stone breakers who were putting the stones for the path, and God was there to give them a garment, and this garment is made out of dust. Now this was very beautiful idea. Put off thy holy mantle, and even like him, come down on the dusty soil. Now, this was appeal to you, each and every Indian, each and every reader, that put off, just throw away this garment, this holy mantle. Holy mantle means a kind of ideology that you have holding a belief that you hold that there was a God in the temple, or you have to read out the scriptures, spells, and religious books, and then only you will get it, get the God, get the connection with the God, or the God will do something for you. So Tagore is saying, put off, just throw it away. That these holy beliefs, this traditional attitude, this these views about the God, that the traditional kind of aura that you have created around you, just throw it away. So this ideology that the God was there in the temple, he was residing there, and you have to go and pray him, and he will do something. So just throw it away. Don't spend your time to speak out or to recite these spells. So put off this holy mantle, and even like him, come down. Like him means like God. Just what God did, God, instead of saying or residing at the temple, he directly went to the place where people were working hard. People were tilling the lands, or people were breaking the stones for the path. So come down on the dusty soil. So come on the ground where the dust was there, be the part of that, work hard, do your role so sincerely. Whatever is your job, work hard. And then he's saying deliverance. Where is this deliverance to be found? Now this deliverance. What is this deliverance? Deliverance. This idea. After pronouncing this word, the Tagore has given a question mark. Now deliverance. Everybody has to come out and say, what is deliverance? What you are supposed to deliver? What was the duty of the reader, human being? I have already said that human beings are intellectuals, and therefore they are superior to other human beings, other living beings. So this intellect, Human beings are here to make this world better, to make this world convenient, not only for human beings, but for each and every beings, living beings. So, what you are supposed to deliver for the convenience, for the better life of human beings as well as other beings. So that is what the deliverance is. So what you would like to deliver? Service. Service, I am saying. So this service, to deliver the service, to provide a service, where is this deliverance to be found? Where the people are serving? Where will you find that? Okay, he is serving or she is serving or that one is or somebody is serving. So those who were serving, wherever you will find out, our master himself has joyfully taken upon him the bonds of creation. So wherever you are giving this service, these are the places where our master means our God. So these are the places where our master means our God has given his service, has shown his bonds of creation. So somebody has a bonding. Somebody has a bonding, and this was actually these are legal terms, but this bonding is by will. And this whose bond is this? This was the bond of God, and the God has a bondage of creation that He has created this world, and He was bound to you. Okay, I will be there to create this world, to create this a world ideal for human beings, not only for human beings, for each and every beings. So, uh, so just taken upon him the bonds of creation. It was taken upon. Who taken upon? It's nobody has imposed this bond, this responsibility on the God. It's a God. God Himself has taken this responsibility that I will create this world, and every time I will continue to improve it. And now it was a responsibility of human being also to make the improvements in this world. Either it can be religious scriptures or it can be a tradition or culture. Is not permanent thing. You have to change it in time because the situation changes. So whatever is the tradition, whatever is the culture, you have to change it. You have to modify it. You have to test it whether is it same to be maintained, or if not, then you can modify it at your own level, as per your situation suits or demands. Then he's saying he is bound with us all forever. And how is this bondage? This bounding is with all of us. It means each and every human beings and even other living beings also. And forever, it means an eternal. Whatsoever may be the time, the God has bound himself, imposed upon himself that okay, I will be responsible for the creation of this world, the better life, the comfort for the living beings and human beings especially. Then he said, came out of thy meditation and leave aside thy flowers and incense. Came out of thy meditation. So people used to go into the temple. And these temples where you are doing meditations, Tagore is very straightforward, very clear to give you an appeal that come out, stop these meditations, and came out of meditations. Don't do the meditation, and came out of meditation and leave aside, just throw it away, keep aside thy flowers and incense. So you have had some flowers, and the smell of the flower to make the meditations, to make yourselves happy. That if you got if your God will be happy, your statue will be happy if you uh, provided or served him some of the flowers, beautiful flowers, which gives a good smell. But the reality is that this stone cannot smell out your flowers. It's you who can smell it out. So Tagore is saying, leave aside, come out of these meditations and leave aside thy flowers and incense. And then we are moving towards the end of the poem. What harm is there if thy clothes become tattered and stained? What was the problem? What was the damage if you work hard with the tillers, with the path makers, with the farmers, with everyone who is working hard? So if your clothes get tattered, if there are so many stigmas or stains on your clothes, then what happened? Isn't it a mark of your derogation or disrespect? No, no. In fact, Tagore is saying that these tattered and stained clothes is the mark that you are working hard, and that was the place that you are not alone in on these working sites. God was also there along with you. His clothes are equally tattered and stained. In fact, what cloth he has is the dust. Meet him and stand by him in the toil and in the sweat of thy brow. So if you would like to meet the God, don't go to the temple. He was not there. If you would like to meet him or stand by him, stand along with the God, you can meet the God, you can stand along with God. But where? Where the people were taking lots of toil, lots of hard work, where people don't have that tender or beautiful smell of the beautiful flowers, where you will get the smell of dust, where you will find that people were working hard, they were tilling the lands, they were working on the farms, they were making the roads, or so many other things. So he is saying that because of this hard work, what they have, what smell they have is the sweat. Sweat, sweat, sweat means sweat of thy brow, thy brow. So after having lots of work, some of the sweats will just come out from your forehead, from your body. So this sweat, you people thought that this sweat is odorous. But the Tagore is here is saying this sweat is not odorous. It was the place. This was the company of the God. It comes out of hard work. So it was the symptom, it was the sign that you are working very hard. So this was a very simple appeal, which was made by Tagore uh, to each and every reader, that leave this chanting and singing, because that is faith. You can't do anything out of that. If you would like to do anything, do hard work. Do hard work in the sense, just let your body sweat, and that will be there when you will stand in the company of God, when you will stand by Him, by God, when you will meet God, because God was there. God was not in the temple, God was there along with the people, those who were working hard, either on the farm or either on the paths, who were making it or who were breaking the stones. So here, with this note, I will end my point. If you like it, just click on subscription button. Thank you very much, and give your comments. Thank you.